Hello everyone, welcome to Informatica support videos. My name is Utkarsh Srivastav and today's topic is SAP Business Warehouse in EDC. The agenda for the video is to get to know what is SAP BW, what are the objects that are extracted, what permissions and prerequisites required before creating SAP BW resource in EDC, and how to configure the resource in EDC. SAP BW is a model-driven data warehouse that is based on the SAP NetWeaver ABAP environment. The SAP Business Warehouse collects, transforms, and stores data generated by SAP and non-SAP clients and applications. These data can be used in built-in reporting, business intelligence, and analytic tools as well. The SAP Business Warehouse resource is also called as Classic SAP Business Warehouse. The SAP Business Warehouse resource extracts metadata from the assets, which are mentioned on your screen as info area, data source, info objects, source system, dimensions, data source objects, info cube, transformations, query, workbook, just to name a few. Let's talk about the permissions to configure the resource which are required in EDC. So to configure SAP Business Warehouse, we need to install scanner transports and configure a user authorization profile. To extract metadata from SAP Business Warehouse, one must import the scanner transports that Enterprise Data Catalog uses to extract metadata. These transports are located in SAP scanner binaries.zip file, which can be downloaded from the Informatica installer location. We also need to configure a user authorization profile. The SAP Business Warehouse admin needs to create the product and development user authorization profile to configure the resource in EDC. We also have some prerequisites before configuring the resource in EDC LDM admin. So we need to first of all disable the catalog service, which we can do by heading towards Informatica Administrator under Services and Nodes, Catalog Service, Action tab, and disable or enable the services. First of all, we will disable the services and download the SAP JCO3.jar file and place that file under Informatica installer directory, which will be info home, services, catalog service, access, webinf, and lib folder. We will also download the lib sap jco3.so file and place it into two places. One will be the Informatica installer directory services shared bin, and then we will also make use of it in creating a sap jco.zip file where we will be placing the lib sap jco3.so file as the first level directory and place into the server box under the path as Informatica installation location, services, catalog service, scanner binaries. Once we have placed all these libraries and jar files, we can enable the catalog service from Informatica Administrator. Let's move to the demo part and validate if we have done the prerequisite of placing the jar files in the provided locations. So I'm already present in the first location where we have to place the SAP JCO3 file. So let's verify if it's present here. So the path will be info home 10 services, catalog service, access, webinf, lib directory, and we can see that we also already have SAP JCO3.jar file present here. Let's move to the other directory where we have to place the libsap jco3.so file, which will be our services shared bin folder. Let's verify the same. And we can find the libs sap jco3.so file also present in the mentioned path, which will be Informatica installer directory services shared bin. Now we also make use of this libsap jco3.so file as the first level directory of our sapjco.zip folder and place that under the catalog service scanner binaries. So let's validate that as well. We are in the mentioned path, and we can verify that we also have sapjco.zip folder where first level directory will be libsapjco.jco3.so file. So once we have also placed all these files, we know that we need to go ahead to the Informatica administrator and enable the services. So as mentioned, we need to enable the services. We can come to Informatica administrator, services and notes. Under catalog service, we can find our catalog service action tab, and we can enable the services once we have placed the file. So the services are already enabled. Let's move towards configuring the SAP BW resource that we can do on the catalog LDM admin. We will go to new resource, give our resource a name, select the resource type as SAP BW. Once we have done that, we will get the connection properties. I've already configured one of the connection properties. Let's see. We can see the SAP server type will be the server type you have, which can be SAP Central Instance, SAP Load Balancer. We are going with SAP Central Instance. You need to provide the server host, system number, SAP SID, client, which are the mandatory field. Once you have provided, you need to select the connection type, which can be basic or secure network communications. If you go ahead and select the secure network communication, we need to provide the details accordingly. With the secure network communication, you need to provide the X.509 certificate details. We have configured it as a basic type where we provide RFC username and password. Let's test the connection. And as we have already placed all the files, jar files and the zip folder in the provided locations, we see that our information is valid for test connection. If you have not placed all the jar files, you will face test connection issues, which can be destinations not provided. We can go ahead towards metadata load settings. We can then move ahead and save and run the resource. We can see our resource has completed successfully. We can also analyze the progress which it has done in the background, which are execution completed, metadata extractions, and all the extractions which has been done. Let's head towards the catalog UI and verify what all assets has been and objects has been extracted. Let's search for our resource name, SAP_test. We see our resource is present here. We can see it has brought the assets as info objects, queries, info sources, info cubes, info areas, data sources, info sets, all which were mentioned in our document. We can also head towards any of the data source objects. We can select, we can check for the lineages, relationships, reviews on the catalog UI. As per the requirement, more detailed information, you can also refer the documents and KB articles present in the Informatica portal. You can refer the scanner configuration guide for the SAP BW configurations in EDC, and also get the reference for FAQs on SAP BW on the Informatica's knowledge portal. We would love to hear from you. Kindly provide your feedback at supportvideos@informatica.com. Thank you.